fuck is a timpani? Ah, kettle drums, basically. Okay, yeah, so we gotta go smack the drums. Alright. We're gonna pause while I read. Yes. Actually, that is exactly what happened to Nazi Germany, if you look at it. Because in World War One, while everybody liked to point the finger at the Germans for being responsible, they were not. It was originally the Austrians. That being said, the Germans did take a massive player in the war, which is why they had to pay so much reparations. And because of that, they went in... Fucking ostriches. Okay. Because they had to pay so much reparations after the war, they entered into a depression. In fact, the entire Great Depression following World War I is why the world was in such a state that led to the Second World War in general. Because the economy basically crashed after that. And it hit Germany the worst because they were once a very proud nation who prided themselves on warfare. And now we're told they're not allowed to make weapons or do warfare anymore. Which led to the rise of what we saw happening in Nazi Germany. How Hitler was able to say, hey, our financial problems. You know whose fault that is? It's the Jews. Our financial problems, they're all bad because the Jews are obviously hoarding our money. And that's what happens when you give a bunch of struggling people one group of people to blame. They latch on. Because suddenly, oh hey, it's not our fault, it's theirs. And everybody will immediately go, they're the reason I can't even buy bread. Yeah, scapegoats. Exactly what it was. They made the Jews the scapegoats. And in a way, in a really fucked up way, it worked. Because you see, Nazi Germany started getting better. Because everything started to change for them, and they started becoming this great country again that they all prided themselves in. Because in that time period, there was a lot of pride in Germany. There's still a lot of pride. But nowadays, they accept what the fuck they did. Unlike in America, where there's just nothing but pride right now. Nobody accepts what the fuck we did. We're just like, we are prideful bitches. Fuck you. And that is why we're going down that same path. Yeah, America has actually started to turn into what we see in Nazi Germany back there. And if you look at history, you can see the similarities. Like, for example, who are we currently blaming for our financial situation? The Mexicans. Are they the ones actually at fault? No. They're trying to come over into our country to get a better life for themselves because the country they came from they don't feel safe in. I mean, look at the way that Mexico's current government and current problems are. It is very, very, very dangerous to live there. So they're coming over to us. And if you look at it, they're not taking our money. They're coming with nothing and actually getting underpaid to like slavery rates because they can't afford to be legal citizens. And the few of them that are legal citizens are getting the finger pointed at them and saying, hey, you're illegal, even though they have their documentation. But that is what's going on right now. If you look at history and you look at what's happening in America, we are unfortunately becoming the next Nazi Germany. Now, whether we go that far or not, only time can tell. But look at the events that led up to each thing, and you'll see it's happening again. And this time we're the bad guys. I know, big political rant, but I know a lot about history. So when history comes up, I will kind of get into it. Especially when it comes to history repeating itself. That is true. Yeah, we are supposed to have the rights to do that ourselves, but that doesn't mean that we're going to be able to. And Nick farted. And I have been saying this for years. It is way past due for America to have another revolution. The only big question is it gonna happen before a new war starts and everybody comes against us? Or is it gonna happen after? Because it will happen. Don't get me wrong, it's going to happen. Look at history. Every time people get fed the fuck up, revolutions happen. So the biggest question is when. Not if, when. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to fight, don't want to get violent. There's a lot that's happened throughout time that's changed the way people see things. But what doesn't change, what will never change, is how far you can push a population or civilization before they decide enough's enough and they violently push back. Look at the American Revolution. We started it very civilly. We started it with simple protests, throwing tea in a harbor, pamphlets, and it turned into a war. I don't know what fucking movie you were talking about. I don't really watch war movies. For multiple different reasons. A lot of the times it doesn't interest me. The rest of the times it only makes me worried for when war does happen. Because it's coming, guys. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Sometimes it can get resolved peacefully. Does it always work out the way that it's supposed to when it gets resolved peacefully? No. But that doesn't mean that it's not possible. Look at Gandhi. Look at how Gandhi fought for his rights as a citizen of India against the colonization of Britain. And how he managed to do that without enacting violence. It is possible. Ah, these cunts are stealing my shit. And I will say, I truly hope that we do not see the war in our lifetime. Because I don't want to have to deal with all of that anxiety. Because if another war does happen, there will be nukes. I don't want that anxiety. Nuclear warfare exists now, guys. Oh, ads. Welcome back from the ads. But no, look at history. And then look at what's happening, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And I'm not trying to scare people. I'm just trying to point out that, fuck you! I'm just trying to point out that if you look at the patterns, if you look at the history, and if you look at what's going on, there are multiple choices that we as a country can do now. But at the end of the day, there needs to be enough people. Because like I keep saying, it's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when. And there's always a matter of when. Because a big, massive change will happen. With everything that's building up, there is no way that it won't. The question is just when will it happen? Will we all live to see this? Or will it pass us? And then our children, or our children's children, will have to deal with it. You keep saying that there's gonna be a video game crash, but let's be honest here. There are too many indie developers out there to actually let video games as a lifestyle die. We're just gonna start shifting away from the main organizations and start focusing more on people who know what the fuck we want. I mean, look at our gamer crack codes. All the time, all the codes we keep pulling in games that we've never seen. You think all of those games are gonna go away just because the big corporations can't do what we want them to do anymore and we just keep getting mad at them? No. That's not gonna go away. And yes, political stance doesn't matter. I actually don't have a political party. I just have personal beliefs and I look at history. Not all of us are too blind to see it, Zach. A lot of people out there think the same way we do. Hi, Ryan. A lot of people out there think the same way we do. The problem is there's so much others. The people who don't think this way, the people who think that there is nothing wrong, that think that everything that's going on is right, those people scream louder than the people who think like us. But that doesn't mean that they're not doing something. There's a lot of people out there doing things. I mean, even us just talking about this on stream, which somebody will probably clip portions of this, to go up on YouTube or Twitch, even just this right here is us doing something. We're talking about it. The people in charge only truly win when you don't talk about it. I'm gonna go to the restroom now. We are back. My food is ramen and it is currently cooking in its hot water right now. And I am going to move on from the ranting now to actually enjoy my game. Because we have been ranting for a good minute. And my throat hurts from the ranting. Take a key and open a gate. Alright.
Shad0WN1CK just redeemed Hydrate. Help your throat.
You're going on an AI-induced ramp. That's great, Zach. Oh, shit. There we go. Damn. Zach and the ads. Zach and the story of the ads. I'm sorry, Zach. I'm not turning them down. I need the money. Even more so considering, you're not doing work for me anymore, so now I have to get down and do it myself. Now I really need the money. I do not know, Ryan. It's been happening. That's because the ads are set to appear every 10 minutes, Zach. Like I said, I need the money. Unfortunately, you guys and ads are just, you know, the sacrifices for the money. You did originally. That's what I helped you set it up for. I think you turned it down. But originally, we all had the same ad frequency. I mean, I care. You just happen to always stream when I'm not available. Like when I'm asleep. Bro, streaming while I'm fucking passed out. That sounds familiar, Zach. Aren't you sitting here complaining about my ads? And you did have a job from me until your computer bricked. In which case, you're just taking unpaid time off. Then once your computer is no longer bricked, then you get your job back. Yes, but we did talk about how the pay increase you were about to get, because I now work more hours, was going to make you basically making California minimum wage. Which means that you could pay some bills. And besides, I need these ads so one day I can pay you more money. That's fair. But still, like I'm trying to say, my ads are how I get paid mainly through Twitch. And if I want to make enough money to actually make a difference in what I'm doing and get there, then my ads are needed. And if you do not like my ads, your two choices are to find the money to subscribe to me, or find the money to get Twitch Turbo. Fuck off! I mean, that's fair. I mean, I give you a pass to bitch. Just know, anything you can and will bitch about, I will give you shit about it if I see hypocritical bitching. You can bitch about anything. Just prepare to get fucking burned if you start hypocritical bitching. Okay. Anything you say or can do, can be used against you in the court of Otia. Yes! I like using people's own words against them sometimes. Because people don't realize, you know, some of the shit they say. I do. I remembers. Alright, how many fucking levels do we have? Okay, 4. There's 4 chapters. I do it more to my friends than anybody, honestly. The, you know, using your bitching against you. You have it set to 1.5 minutes every... Okay, let me check mine. Really quick. A 1.5 minutes every 11 minutes. That is what mine is set to. I could set it to where you guys get 3-minute ads every 30 minutes. But Ryan gets pissed off when it's the 3-minute ads. So you guys get smaller ads more frequently. See what you do about the complaining people? You ignore them. You're a broke bitch. Ad revenue is your money. It's not like you're doing what some of those clickbait YouTubers do, right? Where they specifically stretch shit out just to make you wait for the ad, to watch the ad, and then they keep stretching it out so they can slam as many ads as possible within a short amount of